Oh my God. Canelo Alvarez exposes Ryan Garcia and his discipline issues. For the first time, at least to my knowledge, that Canelo has been on record for giving his thoughts on Eddie Reynoso no longer training Ryan Garcia. That's what I'm going to talk about in this video. Now, shout out to my dude, Ellie. The link is in the description. Make sure you go to his video and check out the interview that he has with Canelo, an exclusive where Canelo dishes, like he's not bad mouthing, he's just being real, it sounds like. And he talks about Ryan leaving the gym. Now, again, this is breaking. To my knowledge, I don't remember Canelo ever previously being on record, at least where I could see visually, talking about the Ryan Garcia situation. Without further ado, roll the clip.
A lot of fighters come to the gym, and really good fighters, and he come all the time. But if he saw, you come today.
He said he has all the time.
All the time. But if he saw, all the time. But if he saw, you come today, train 20 minutes and then go. And then
he said you come to the gym today and train for 20 minutes and then leave. What?
If he saw, you come today, train 20 minutes and then go. And then you don't come 4 days or 3.
Man, what? Talk to him, Nello. He said Ryan Garcia would do things like pop in the gym, stay for 20 minutes or so, 30 minutes, and then dip, and then won't be back for 4 more days. What?
You come, but if he saw, you come today, train 20 minutes and then go. And then you don't come 4 days or 3 days. Okay, and you.
He said you don't come back for 3 or 4 days. Wow.
Come 4 days or 3 days. Okay, and then next day you say, hey, I come in at 12 and you come at 2. So you need to be disciplined, right?
There you have it. Payday. You want payday. I know that. Canelo Alvarez was cooking. Now, the thing, my takeaways, this is exactly what I told you. I said there was more than meets the eye. Yes, I thought Ryan Garcia's team, they were trying to say, oh yeah, we love Eddie and Canelo and everything's grand and peaches and cream and all that. But I told you that I think that Ryan left for deeper reasons, deeper reasons. And then now with Canelo saying what he just said, that I'm sold. I'm sold on everything that I told you. The great Ego Stradamus strikes again. This sounds like Ryan Garcia and discipline issues, because like the video I'm just showing you right now, like this is like playtime stuff. This is not real life boxing ready. Because like what I'm saying, this is why I'm saying playtime, because first of all, there would never be a situation in actual boxing where this will happen, where there's 3 men in the ring, like his dad off to the side and then his brother, and then a guy just allowing you to punch him in the gut repeatedly. Like this is not a real life situation. Now, if you're a fireman, if you're a policeman, when you go to a police academy, they teach you real life situational things, right? Like you got to get pepper sprayed or tased, so you know how it feels if a baddie took your taser and then tased you or pepper sprayed you, or when you can't see. How do you react? Do you panic? What do? You see what I'm saying? This is not, I don't really prefer stuff like that. This is like TikTok to me. I told you I'm hip hop, y'all TikTok. This is like some Twitch, like somebody you would see twitching that's not really a fighter or something doing. Like it would never be that situation. There's 2 people in the ring and a referee. His dad's just doing this and then he's wailing off on his brother as he wears the body shield. I mean, no elite level fighter or people that Ryan should be fighting would be doing that. So, I agree with Canelo Alvarez. And the thing is, you can say whatever you want about Canelo and who he picks. One thing we know for certain is he's disciplined. You don't make it to where he's made, the decisions he's made and, make it to the top of the mountaintop from not being disciplined. The man's been fighting since he was 15 years old in Mexico, and then he branched out and came to the U.S., and he's 31, so he's been fighting half his life in professionally been fighting half of his life. So if anybody can make these types of statements, it's Canelo, because we know he's good for it in terms of being disciplined. And he's saying stuff like Ryan Garcia would show up 20 minutes and then bounce and then dip, and then we don't see you for 4 days. That's a real life problem, because how is it Canelo, gym rat, he's staying in the gym or whatever, and he's older than you, and he's been at the top of the mountain, he's golfing and making all this money and you know what I mean, things like that. How has he still got it in his head that he need to show up? Now, October 29th, you guys see it. I did it right before Halloween, right? Canelo tells us all about Ryan Garcia, quote, wasting his talent. Front page of Google, made it, top of the world. Canelo, this is very, speaking of Ryan Garcia not showing up according to what Canelo's saying, he's basically talking about consistency. So speaking of consistency, I told you, I just did the video in October where Canelo pretty much said the same thing. So Canelo, the reason I believe him is because, one, he's a disciplined fighter himself. So what reason he makes more money than Ryan? He has a better resume than Ryan. What reason would he have to be jealous or lie on Ryan? And they were former gym mates. And I'm sure he's cordial, and they're good acquaintances and friends, or whatever level of friendship they have, and that's the reality of it. Eddie Reynoso, some people are like, oh, why would he go to Goosen? Goosen, that's not going to be a walk in the park. But Eddie Reynoso, he definitely, there's no knock on Goosen. I like him, but it looks like Eddie Reynoso plays no games. Like, he's not going to, when he has a Canelo, why would he accept lesser from a guy who's paying him less and done less? He's not going to have that, He's not going to have that. So to me, I think it is what it is. Ryan Garcia he has talent, he has skill. Canelo said that, I've said that, but at the end of the day, you have to hone in, and maybe it's because he's young. Hopefully he gets it, hopefully sooner than later, but it's a bad look because Ryan Garcia and his team made it sound like, oh, there was nothing wrong. But listen to what Canelo's saying. He's basically saying what he's been telling you. Ryan Garcia is not disciplined enough, and it doesn't sound like that's something that will be tolerated in the Canelo Reynoso gym. Because Oscar Valdez, he's not saying, why is Canelo not saying this about Oscar Valdez or anybody else in the gym? Like, if you're showing up for 20, 30 minutes and then you don't come for 4 days, Canelo just told you. He said, like, sometimes he wouldn't show up for 3 or 4 days, and there'd be times where he said, I'll be there at 12, and then he don't come till 2. So Ryan got to really determine this life of boxing. It can provide a lot. We've seen it from the greats like Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Ray Robinson, Ray Leonards, and Julio Cesar Chavez, Canelo, as the new fighters and stuff. But you have to apply yourself, because there's someone out there who wants what you have, and they're willing to be disciplined and apply themselves, so you can end up getting beat by guys like that. So hopefully Ryan, instead of rejecting or getting mad, if these things are true, which again, I don't see why Canelo would lie, hopefully he takes that and does something. Use that angst, use that energy, or Canelo putting you on blast, and apply it to your discipline. Sometimes, I can't speak for Ryan's team, but if you have a bunch of yes men, sometimes that's what Canelo's saying, and truthful things, that's what you need to hear. And I'm big on that. I'm here to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. So we'll see what Ryan Garcia does, but Canelo pretty much put him on blast for his lack of discipline or inconsistency. Link in the description so you guys peep it, check it out for yourself. Subscribe to the channel, and I'm out. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster.